Okay, so hello and welcome. I'm a little excited to read this, or maybe I'm gonna put too much of an expectation, but I found this collection of books at my local thrift store, and they're in more than decent condition. And I mean, I've seen the movies, and it's uh, it's a bit long. Well, not really. The I found Lord of the Rings, all three books. It's something I've been meaning to tackle for a while now. Uh, for about 7 years or 8, 14 years maybe. But I finally got my hands on a copy, and it didn't cost me much, like $4. It looks like an '80s cover variant, I think. I don't know. It has like a hardcover, and it's white or beige now. Oh, I think there's a map here. There's a map in the back. Oh, that's cool. Like an actual tearaway map. Anyways, I'm not a cartographer. I won't make sense of any of it. Um, yeah. Tolkien, that fella that's inspired basically anything and everything fantasy. Uh, I'm reading this as respect and a call for every callback that's ever been made to this book. And I hope I don't just loathe this book to all hell, because I'm really hoping to like it, but I might be putting too much of an expectation on this book. So, Fellowship of the Ring. No, Elijah Wood won't be present. You get some random guy me that likes to draw instead of be some on-screen actor, because I won't be able to remember the lines and read aloud properly. So, being the first part of The Lord of the Rings, let's begin. It looks like there's a little thing at the start. The Lord of the Rings. 3 rings for the elven kings under the sky. 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone. 9 for mortal men doomed to die. 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie, 1 ring to rule them all. 1 ring to find them. 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. I feel like my accent wants to come out when I say Mordor. Mordo. Okay. I guess I'll read the foreword. And, I mean, this is pretty good for a starting bit. This tale grew in the telling, until it became a history in the Great War of the Ring, and included many glimpses of the yet more ancient history that preceded it. It was begun soon after The Hobbit was written, and before its publication in 1937. Oh, cool, we're getting some history. But I did not go on with this sequel, for I wished first to complete and set in order the mythology and legends of the elder days, which had been taken shape for some years. I desired to do this for my own satisfaction, and I had little hope that other people would be interested in this work. He's being stupendously humble about all this. I mean, you spend years on. Anyways, I already lost my spot. I desired satisfaction, especially since it was primarily linguistic in inspiration, and was begun in order to provide the necessary background of history for Elvish tongues. From what I remember about this author, he was in the war, and his travelings really inspired him, but other than that, I don't know too much about the guy, in all honesty. Uh, when those whose advice and opinion I sought corrected little hope to no hope, I went I went back to the sequel, encouraged by requests from readers for more information concerning hobbits and their adventures. But the story was drawn irresist- irresistibly towards the older world and became an account, as it were, of its end and passing away before its beginning and middle and had been told. The process had begun in the writing of The Hobbit, in which there were already some references to the older matter. Elrond, Gondolin, Gondolin, Gondola, the High Elves, and the Orcs, as well as glimpses that had arisen unbidden. Oh, that's an odd word. I'm going to look that up later. Of things higher or deeper.